welcome to day 16 of Living Your Happier Life. All right, tell the truth. Did you catch the 10 o'clock angel train last night? Maybe 10:30? I hope so. But if not, don't worry. That angel train is going to be there waiting for you tonight at the same time. It is truly one of my favorite happiness habits for the body. All right, now let's take a look at the second of the big three for strengthening the pillar of the body. And I know you're on it. I know you know what this is. Exercise. If you want to be happy, if you want to have more prana, we need to energize our body. Actually, PE class, physical education class, should have been called Happiness 101. So there is huge research. It overwhelmingly shows that people who exercise are happier. So energizing your body and building your life force gets that going, and it creates those happiness chemicals I talked about, endorphins. And I will tell you that I learned this firsthand the year I was promoting Happy for No Reason. I was so burned out. I was on book tour, and I was traveling everywhere. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't eating right, and I wasn't exercising, and I was feeling pretty crummy. And I got to tell you, you don't really want to be you don't want to be feeling bad when you're promoting a book called Happy for No Reason. It's not a good thing. So one day, my assistant at the time, her name was Susanna, she came to me and she said, Marcy, you're burned out and you've stopped exercising. And she said, I'm going to bring you with me to a class called Zumba. And I looked at her and I said, what the heck is Zumba? This was years ago. This was way before anybody knew about Zumba, before it was a huge phenomenon. And she said to me, don't ask, just come with me. And she dragged me to her Zumba class. And I started exercising again because I fell in love with exercising. I had always loved dance, and this was the perfect exercise for me. Zumba is kind of a dance exercise, Latin-inspired dance exercise program, and I loved it. And I started going fanatically. I was going like 6 days a week, and I lost 20 pounds. I'm a tiny body, so 20 pounds was a lot to lose. And I got in really fabulous shape, and I felt great, and I was able to do more. And the most important thing is that my happiness level skyrocketed back. And the important thing here is that I fell in love with doing Zumba. And most people think that any kind of exercise will do. And on some level, any kind of exercise will do. It will create some endorphins. But my belief is that if you're doing exercise that you hate, then you're sending messages to your body saying, I hate this, I hate this. And from Dr. Emoto's research with the water that we showed you earlier, that's not great when you're saying, I hate this. So what I recommend is that you find some ways to move your body that you enjoy. My newest one, my latest thing is pickleball. I'm totally into pickleball. It's the latest fad. But find what it is that you like. I mean, some people love, heavy duty weightlifting. That is just not my thing. Some people love a team sport. That's not so much for me. I love moving to dance and also pickleball. So find some kind of exercise that you enjoy. I don't care what it is. Hiking is great. That's another one of mine. Just what they say is 20 to 30 minutes, 3 times a week minimum, to really boost your endorphins. So guess what we're going to do right now? Yeah, you got it. We're going to get up and we're going to move. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you stand up in just a minute, and I'm going to teach you 2 ways to get more movement in your body. And one of them is another Qigong exercise. I showed you bounce and shake. That's a great Qigong exercise. But this is another one. It's called tailbone tapping, and it gets the cerebral spinal fluid going up your body. So, as before, I'm going to ask you to please stand up. Don't sit and watch me do this, okay? Stand up. And it's only going to be for just a few minutes, but I want you to notice how different you feel after we do these few minutes. So the first one, tailbone tapping. What you do is you take your fists like that, and I'm going to turn around, and you just slightly bend over, and you start tapping at the sort of low back, base of spine, tailbone area. And you don't do it too hard that it hurts, but you do it hard enough that it gets the energy going. And you do that We're going to do this for about a minute. And it really, really stimulates that cerebral spinal fluid. Okay, another 20 seconds maybe, yeah? And you don't really need to bend over as much as I was showing you. I was just doing that so you could feel it. Okay, and stop and just see how that feels. If you've got some more energy. And there's another one that's just called tapping. Patting. Just patting your whole body. So we're going to start with your left arm, just patting your body. And if there's areas of your body that you're not loving so much, remember, you're just going to send love and thanks to that area of your body anyway. Now your right arm. Tapping your chest, your upper back, patting your stomach. Ideally, you just haven't had lunch or dinner. Otherwise, this part doesn't feel that good. Your sides, your mid-back, adrenal area, getting some energy into the adrenals. Patting your butt, down one leg, a couple times down that leg, down the other leg, one more time, chest again, maybe a little bit of your face and your head, just a little bit. And just put your arms at your side and see how you feel. That get some energy going? Okay, now the last one, you can sit down for this. Actually, let's stand up. Let's stay standing for this one. This is a very, very sophisticated form of yoga that I want to show you. It's taking the world by storm. There are at least 6,000 yoga studios teaching this kind of yoga these days, and it's called laughter yoga. Laughter yoga. It's a real thing. It was started in India. It's spreading throughout the world, and people come together and they do various laughter exercises. It really, really increases your endorphins. Now, what I would normally do if we were at a speech, if you were one of my speeches or one of my retreats or workshops, I would be showing you some very funny videos, which I can't do because of rights here, but illegal rights. But I'd be showing you. I'd be sharing with you some very fun exercises that it's better to do when we're all together. But just for right now, what we're going to do is we are going to laugh for 30 seconds. And we're just going to laugh for the sake of laughing, okay? Now, we're going to start off just by doing a couple of lion exercises. Lions are... So do about 3 or 4 of those. And hopefully that was funny enough that you can actually easily start laughing by just remembering how I looked doing that. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to laugh for 30 seconds, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whether or not you feel it. Your family's wondering what's going on. Fake it. Okay. Notice, how do you feel? Now, do you know that you don't have to laugh to get endorphins? You can just smile, and smiling alone will help bring you more endorphins. So what I want to do right now is I want you to smile a big smile at me. Look really stupid. Show me all your teeth, whether or not they're yours or not. All right. And now here's what I want you to do. If you sit like this all day, 2 things are going to happen. Number 1, you're going to feel better. Number 2, no one will bother you. Something's wrong with Mom today. Look at her. She's just in some weird space. So I'm not actually asking you to smile like that all day long, but I am asking you, spend more time smiling. If you don't have a lot of energy during the day, just laugh. Just get your energy going. Do the tailbone tapping. Do the body tapping, patting. And notice how much more energy you have. So, what do you think is the homework for tonight? That's right, tailbone tapping and laughing. Get the energy moving. So, we're so used to thinking about how we need our bodies to look a certain way in order to feel happy, but that is nothing. If having a perfect body was the prescription for happiness, we'd have a lot more models who were happy. They're not. So, not all of them. Some of them, of course, are happy, but it's a matter of really having the right biochemicals of happiness. We're not as concerned with how our body looks, it's how our body feels. So I'm going to end today's video with a quote from the famous dancer and choreographer, Martha Graham, who said, "There's a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that's translated through you into action, and keep that channel open." So may you keep this vital life force channel of yours open and flowing. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.